For more on this update, Director General, Center for Credible Leadership and Citizens Awareness, Dr. Gabriel Nwambu, joins me on the news this hour. Thank you so much for joining us at this point. We are aware that you're an observer in the Rivers State local government elections. Give us an inkling or a mindset of what's happening in Rivers State and what you have observed so far.
Thank you so much for having me. As the head of mission for election observation here in Rivers State, my center has deployed about 830 observers across the 23 local government areas of Rivers State. And we had a pre-election observation and analysis for which we have conducted, where we made an analysis of a NIS analysis of what has transpired. And we noticed the pre-election, there was no election-related violence, there was no acrimony. People were campaigning strictly on issue-based, and personalities were not being attacked, unlike the conventional elections in the past. And what is happening today is that election started in good time, although it is not in all the polling units that elections commenced at 8:30. There were pockets of areas where there were little delays, like elections commenced around 9 o'clock and 9:30, like the Ward 7, and some areas in Elelewan, elections commenced at about 9 o'clock, 8:45 and all that. So generally, the environment is peaceful. We've not observed any incidents of electoral-related violence. The security, the police, which is the lead agency in charge of internal security and democratic process such as this, is on top of the game. And I think so far it is good.
Yes, of course, that seems to be on a positive note there. But let's talk in depth about security arrangements. What have you seen so far on the road? How are the checkpoints leading to different local governments in Rivers State?
Yeah, thank you so much. You see, the checkpoints are okay. It is manned by a joint task force made up of the several law enforcement agencies, including the military. It's not difficult as usual. The joint task force are well abriefed. They are well trained. They are strictly adhering to the rules of engagement. You see, this is one of the best elections in terms of the performance index of the law enforcement agencies. They are not beating up anybody. They are not brutalizing anybody. Unlike in the past, where you even introduce yourself as an election observer, they would, pretend as if they were not even hearing you. This time, they're even ready to assist you to cross and go your way, provided you conduct yourself in a peaceful manner. So I think the security situation here in Rivers State is excellent. And to show the level of compliance in terms of restriction of movement, now we also observed young men playing football, playing soccer, along the roads, showing that the roads were desolate, within intra-city, So we believe that the electorates are happy. They came out en masse and to exercise their franchise. This, which they feel is long overdue. And elections should really take this pace for which this election is going. We would recommend this pattern of election for Nigeria any day, any time, because of the peaceful disposition of both the electorate, the peaceful disposition of the candidates themselves, and then the peaceful disposition of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, which so far has demonstrated capacity and competence in terms of the level of preparedness and dispensation of the electoral mandates.
All right, so earlier we saw that the FCT minister came to cast his ballot. Looking at the election so far. You earlier had mentioned that people came out en masse to vote. What do you think are the expectations of the people of Rivers State as they go into this election today? Do you expect that with what you have seen, many will stand by stand to protect their votes? What are your expectations? What do you think the people are expecting today?
Yes, of course. You see, what is happening today is the supremacy and predominance of the rule of law. What is happening in Nigeria is, in Rivers State, is that following the nullification of the election that was held last year for local government and the councillorship and local government chairman, by the Supreme Court, we see a demonstration, the people's zeal to participate. In previous elections, there are very high voter apathy, where people are not interested in voting. But this time, people are participating. And you see, I will tell you one very, very hydra-headed problem we've used to have in Nigeria, even in the past senatorial, the past by-election that was held a few weeks ago in Nigeria. There is no single atom of vote buying recorded anywhere. We've not observed that. In all the observers we distributed, we deployed to the 23 local government areas of Rivers State, there is no case of vote buying, observed anywhere. I mean, this is a pace setter. This is how an election should be. The environment is peaceful. The people are, docile and behaving themselves in line with, the expected conduct of electorates. Even the politicians are interested in, issue-based. They are not interfering in the process of election. Honestly, it's not yet Uhuru because we still have about 4 o'clock before the voting will, round up completely. But I believe, honestly, that this election should be, from what we have observed so far, is one of the best elections in the history of Nigeria.
Director General, Center for Credible Leadership and Citizens Awareness, Dr. Gabriel Nwambu, thank you so much for joining us on the News Hour.
Thanks for having me. Good afternoon.